Diane and Diane here. Rah, rah, rah. It is Monday morning and guess what we're going to be doing? Oh, anyway, I hope you had a good weekend. Hold on, I'm just trying to put down my feather duster without ending up on the floor as usual. I got my little cleaning caddy with me. I hope you had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend and I had such a good sleep last night that this morning I'm kind of having trouble getting going again. You know that when you've really been in a deep sleep. I had a weird dream just as the alarm went off. Anyway, I'm taking it slow and steady this morning, and as usual I will be your timer today. I'm going to be doing a bit of detail cleaning here. All this week we're in Flylady Zone 5. I'll give you the missions for the week so you can choose for yourself if you want to do if you want to work along with me doing the same thing as me. You can do one of the Flylady missions, or you can take your control journal. Remember we made a control journal. I'll put the link up there. It's all part of the Flylady refresher course that I did. You can choose one of the things to check off the list there. Remember, you don't need to do all we're doing is just working for 15 minutes at a time. And you don't need to do 15 minutes every day in the zone. Just see how much you can get done, and it's all progress. And one thing I would say though is before you start any kind of work, make sure that you have done your morning or your evening routine. I am dressed to shoes, I'm ready for the day. If you want to go ahead and change into cleaning clothes, that's up to you. I've told you before, all my clothes come from, like this one is from a charity shop. All my clothes are washable. We're only working for 15 minutes. We're not doing that marathon cleaning. And because we are cleaning consistently, you don't need the toxic products. All my stuff, all my products are good for me, not being tested on animals, good for the environment. So, but if you want to change into cleaning clothes, that's fine, but don't spend the whole day cleaning and also change back into your normal stuff again, okay? So you're not kind of having that kind of cleaning lady look going on the whole day. That's what we're getting rid of, this idea that has to be cleaning for the whole day. Anyway, I'll talk you through the missions and then I'll get started. So let me just grab that. And many of you will be perhaps celebrating Thanksgiving at the end of the week, so maybe you just want to do the same as me, and we'll be doing like a mini weekly home blessing. Anyway, Flylady mission number 1 for the week is to do a poopa, pick up and put away anything that needs to be put away. In our living room, I've told you this before, that the family, we all gather here in the evening, and when we're done at the end of the evening, we take things out of here. Cups go in the kitchen, in the dishwasher. If we've had books, we put them away. You know, I've got my basket for library books. So that mission, I don't need to do the one. That's just automatic for us. Whenever we leave the room, we take whatever needs to be put away, or you know what needs to be put away, that goes away. Second mission for this week: anything that doesn't belong in this room, get it out of there, especially if you're having guests for Thanksgiving. If you've got some big kind of packing boxes or gym equipment, or I don't know what you might have in here, let's get that out of here. Mission number 3 is a quick dust of this room. I'll be doing that with you today. But just remember, if you've got lots of knickknacks, the more knickknacks you have, the longer it's going to take you. So don't, you know, sometimes we start off, you know, getting little knickknacks, and then it kind of becomes an obsession of collecting, you know, whatever it is, owls or glass or candlesticks. Just think about this. Do you actually love all of them, or have you just kind of got into that routine of collecting them? Okay, the more stuff you have, the longer it's going to take you to look after it. Mission number 4 for this week. Many of you will be celebrating Thanksgiving, so you just go off and do that. And if you're not doing Thanksgiving, maybe have a look at all the magazines and newspapers, coupons from the supermarket. If you have that kind of thing going on, get rid of those, or at least go through them. And the last mission for this week is a detail vacuum in this area. So that's the 5 Flylady missions. I'm just going to do my usual thing, work from kind of top to bottom, and chat to you along the way. If you are still at the stage the early stage of Flylady, just go ahead and do anything that needs doing. Maybe you just want to attack a couple of hot spots in here, or if you're perhaps not up to date with laundry, maybe you just want to sit and fold it, and I'll chat to you while we work. So anyway, I'm going to start with my usual. Let me just grab my my tickling stick, and this is my feather duster on it. Oh, and I'll tell you one other thing that I'll do today is, do you see that picture behind me? That one there? I get so many questions about it. I'll explain about that at the end, but first let's get working. So hold on, if I can pop you there we are. Right, feather duster on a stick. I'm just going clockwise around the room, and I'm going to get all the corners and see if there's any cobwebs there. We're looking a lot better now that we seem to have finished with the spiders now. Spider season seems to thankfully be over, because we're now really getting into winter weather here. Right, and I'm just doing along the tops and then in the corners as well. There we are, and you can do the same as me, or as I said, you can choose something else to do. If you've got a lot of clutter in this room, maybe you just want to work on the clutter. But as usual, I'm your timer, so don't worry about working for too long. When I stop, you stop. There we are. So the bookshelves. And underneath. Right, on the top. The top of the bookshelves here, because we've got two sets of bookshelves. We've got a lot of bookshelves. Here's one. Right, that's the top done. And then I'll do the same thing. I'm just doing the same thing, and I'm doing it along the bottom. And remember that the dust doesn't swirl around with this. It kind of, the feather dusters are like a magnet. They kind of suck all the cobwebs to them. Right, and I'm just doing the baseboards, the skirting boards. If you've got small kids, you can maybe get them to do the baseboards. And when I'm finished, I'll give us a good shake outside. Oh, I can always do the back of the sofa. And if you're celebrating Thanksgiving this week, this is not the time to be repainting walls and pulling out furniture. Just do the bare minimum, okay? Don't go overboard this week. There, and then the back. Yeah, because sometimes we get cobwebs underneath these bookshelves. These bookshelves are slightly raised. But that's why I like the feather duster on a stick, because I don't need to put my hands, into a cobweb. Right, okay, I think I got a few cobwebs there. Ooh, right, and I will give that a good shake outside when we're finished. Right, on to the next thing. And I'm just going to dust off the flat surfaces. You could use a feather duster. I just like to use the wee little dusting mitt. Hello. Right. I tell you what, we'll do the same again. We're just going round clockwise. Right, and enough. This is the one of the LED candles that we've got. And somebody asked me about these jugs. These weren't anything to do with my dearly departed father-in-law, Danish father-in-law. These were actually gifts from my old boss from the Court of Justice in Luxembourg, from Sir David. They're made by a Scottish artist, and they've got wee ducks on them. And then there's a big version of it as well, and I've also got a bowl next door. Anyway, just give those a quick dust. I really don't have many knickknacks because, as I said, the more knickknacks you have, the more needs to be dusted. Let's do those. Right. And a little Liberace moment. And you don't need to go crazy, you know, dusting the furniture to within an inch of its life. We're just trying to make sure that we think of it from time to time. There we are. And this little chair, this came from my dearly departed Danish mother-in-law's house. And it fits quite well actually as a piano chair. Right, I'm still going clockwise and I'm just dusting on flat surfaces. And I say what, we'll do the windows in a minute. So I'll get that ready to go. Oh, there's one item that can be removed from here. This is the teapot, and I'll put this back in the kitchen when I'm done. Because we have our tea in here in the evening. And just do the bases of the lamps when you're going past. Right, there's a little table here. Right, moving on, hold on, I'll turn you around this way a bit. And you'll notice that I haven't used any spray polish or anything like that. For our furniture, there's no need for it. The only one where I do use a wee bit of Pledge is on the coffee table because that's in constant use. And but the rest of the stuff, as I say, doesn't need anything. So I'll just get my Pledge out. Remove these. Now these are real candles. I'll just pop these to the side. Let me move the fruit. I don't want to be spraying the fruit with Pledge. There. And I did the legs of this table last time when I was in the zone. So, and also I'm often doing this room as part of my weekly home blessing hour. Right. Okay, if you want to go ahead and do the legs of your table, you can do that. Right, get these things back immediately. There we go. Yeah, that looks nice and clean. Right, on to the next one. And I'm not going to use the Pledge again. That's enough for this room. Oh, and a couple of changes I've made since last time I was in here. I've changed some of the light bulbs in here because it's so dark now. I've put in brighter light bulbs beside my reading chair. I've also taken a basket that we had up in the guest bedroom, and I find it's, instead of folding these blankets all the time, so it's looking messy, when we're done with the blankets, you know, or the travel rugs, we just pop them into the basket, and that makes it much neater. Anyway, I'm continuing to go around clockwise. And I don't know, okay, I just have to say this. I don't know if you've noticed it, but with the modern televisions, gosh, I sound like I'm like 300 years old. You know, the old televisions, they used to be covered in dust. But I find that the new ones, you hardly ever need to dust them. Is that something special that they have on the new screens? I don't know. But in the old days, you could really kind of write your name in the dust after a week. Not anymore, thank goodness. Right, I'm on to, hold on. I think I'm a wee bit closer. Yeah, I also moved the tables around when I was in the zone last time. Because it gives us a better light now that it's so dark here in the winter. Right, and this is the chest of drawers from my dearly departed Danish father-in-law. Maybe you want to water your plants when you're in here. I normally do that as part of the weekly home blessing hour. There we are. Remember, just a quick dust. You don't need to be, you know, taking the paintwork off of these things. There we are. That'll do. Right, and this little side table. The lamp. There we are. And then over here I've got my reading chair. And the books. I'm really enjoying this one right now. This is one of the Christmas ones that I mentioned. I'm really enjoying that. Right. Oh, and this is my, let me just grab that. This is my pamper basket. And actually today, I'll take this out and read this when I'm having a break. This is local newspaper. But otherwise, we don't keep any newspapers or magazines. We got all these things from the library. Right, oh, I'm just doing the lamp if you're wondering what the noise is. Bottom of the lamp. The genie of the lamp. Right, and then I'm going to do windows. Right, this is going to go in the wash, so I'll put that beside the feather duster on the stick because that's being shaken outside, and I'm just going to use my generic window cleaner. I'll just, hold on, let me just put the camera slightly like that. I don't want you to be seeing into neighbours. A quick scoosh scoosh, and you know me, I like to do windows and door, you know, any glass doors and mirrors when we're actually in the zone. And it only takes a couple of minutes. So I've just got, you know, a microfiber cloth, one of the Flylady ones, and my product. Putting up the blinds. I'm still here. Okay, scoosh scoosh. Scoosh, scoosh, that's one done. Right, then this is the door out to one of the decks. Everybody on deck. Right, that's one done. And I'm just turning my cloth over, doing the other side. And remember, don't obsess about these things, just get it done. Get it done. Right, one side again. Because I've told you a story before, you know, kind of my pre-Flylady days, I would think that I would have to get the bucket of water out and get all this stuff, and I never cleaned my windows, and now my windows are done every single month in the zone, and you know what, if I miss 1 month, it doesn't matter. I mean, can you imagine that? I'm doing these windows, generally speaking, 12 times a year. Amazing. Anyway, oh, and I'll just tell you about the story about that picture. Because everybody else says, you know, what is it? It's an abstract picture that I painted. I can tell you when I painted it. I painted it 17 years ago. And it was an abstract thing, and you know, I would just kind of start off with something and then, you know, a shape would appear. And at the time I was pregnant with my daughter, and it kind of looks like, well, for me, if you know Werner Panton chairs, Werner Panton chairs have got, you can Google it, and it looks like some kind of pregnant figure sitting on a Werner Panton chair. So there you go, something I painted. It's not meant to look like anything, but I like the colours in it, and the family really like it, so it's always been there, hanging above the sofa. Anyway, I'm going to get on to the next windows, so follow me this way, my group. You know, whenever you see those tour guides with their umbrellas, well, here we are with our cloths. Right, just switch off the lamp. Right, scoosh, scoosh, another scoosh, scoosh. That's one done. Just turning my cloth over again. There we are. That's that one done. I'm going down. And if you're consistent with it, that's how fast it can be. You can see how dark it is outside today, can't you? Right, I'm not even sure we'll see any sun today. Right, let me just turn my cloth over. I always fold it into 6. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. And the last one. Right. There. Right, let me just see how we're doing for time. Because that's the basics done in here. Just hold on. Okay, I've switched off the main ceiling lights to give you an idea of how dark it is here in Denmark in the mornings. Anyway, I'm going to call it a day here. I've done 15 minutes work in this zone. I've done the ceilings, I've done the corners, I've done the skirting boards, the baseboards. I've dusted the flat surfaces. I have told you about that painting, and I've done the windows and the door in here, and I'm going to say that is a little victory. And you know, as I said to you, I was feeling really quite sluggish after my really good sleep last night, but hey ho, it all looks pretty good. Please remember, if you're having Thanksgiving this week, don't go crazy and start on some big project, okay? The main thing is that your room just looks inviting, that you haven't got piles of things lying on the table, so you can actually invite your guests in or enjoy your little celebration. And the last thing that I'm going to do in here today while this video is uploading, because it always takes so long, our internet is so slow, I'm going to do a detailed vacuum in this place, because I've done the ceilings and all the way down, and I'm just going to get any bits of there's always bird seed over in the corner that kind of seeps through from the garden room that we've got. And one other thing, we've got quite a few DVDs there underneath the television. We're going to, I'm going to go through those today. I'll get the kids to go through their ones and get those put away, because, you know, in 1 month's time it will be, certainly for us here in Diane, we will be celebrating Christmas in 1 month's time. So anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. I shall see you later on this week with the Flylady missions for prepping for Christmas or for the holidays. So on that note, oh, hold on, let me just get my pom-pom so I can send you off on your merry way. And I'll also put the lights up so you can see if you don't feel like you're going back to bed. Anyway, live long and prosper. May the Danish sugar be with you. Give yourselves a little rah, rah, rah. And please don't obsess about things. Just one foot in front of the other, and we're just making a wee bit of progress every day. Okay, see you very soon. Bye for now.